Hey y'all, I know some of the content in Judges can be a bit tough to digest at times, but stick with me. Yahuah wants us to understand this history for a reason. Think of this chapter like having to eat your organic lima beans before getting to the tastier stuff. It may not be everyone's favorite, but it's packed with nutrients we need to properly appreciate the incredible stories of heroes like Samson and Gideon coming up soon. Judges 3. And these are the nations which Yahuah left, to try Yisharal by them, all those who had not known all the battles in Canaan, only that the generations of the children of Yisharal might know, to teach them battle, only those who before did not know them, 5 princes of the Philistine, and all the Canaanites, and the Sidonians, and the Quis, who dwelt in Mount Lebanon, from Mount Bel-Carmon to the entrance of Hamath. And they were to try Yisharal by them, to know whether they would obey the commands of Yahuah, which he had commanded their fathers by the hand of Mushah. Thus the children of Yisharal dwelt in the midst of the Canaanites, the Kittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Quis, and the Yebusi, and took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and they served their mighty ones. Thus the children of Yisharal did evil in the eyes of Yahuah, and forgot Yahuah their Elohim, and served the Baalim and the Asherim. And the displeasure of Yahuah burned against Yisharal, and he sold them into the hand of Cushan-Rishathaim, king of Aram-Naharaim. And the children of Yisharal served Cushan-Rishathaim 8 years. And when the children of Yisharal cried out to Yahuah, Yahuah raised up a deliverer for the children of Yisharal, who delivered them, Othniel son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother. And the Ruach of Yahuah came upon him, and he ruled Yisharal, and went out to battle, and Yahuah gave into his hand Cushan-Rishathaim, king of Aram-Naharaim, and his hand prevailed over Cushan-Rishathaim, and the land had rest for 40 years. Then Othniel, son of Kenaz, died, and the children of Yisharal again did evil in the eyes of Yahuah, and Yahuah made Eglon king of Moab strong against Yisharal, because they had done evil in the eyes of Yahuah. And he gathered to himself the children of Ammon and Amalek, and went and smote Yisharal, and they took possession of the city of palms. And the children of Yisharal served Eglon king of Moab 18 years. And when the children of Yisharal cried out to Yahuah, Yahuah raised up a deliverer for them, Ehud son of Gera, a Binyamite, a man impeded in his right hand. And by him the children of Yisharal sent a present to Eglon king of Moab. And Ehud made himself a sword. It was double-edged, and a cubit in length, and he girded it under his long tunic on his right thigh, and he brought the present to Eglon king of Moab. Now Eglon was a very fat man, and it came to be that when he had finished bringing near the present, he sent away the people bearing the present. But he himself turned back from the stone images that were at Gilgal, and said, I have a secret message for you, O king. And he said, Be silent. And all those standing beside him went out from him. And Ehud came to him while he was sitting in his cool roof room. And Ehud said, I have a message from Elohim for you. So he arose from his seat. And Ehud reached with his left hand, and took the sword from his right thigh, and thrust it into his stomach. And the handle went in after the blade, and the fat closed over the blade, for he did not draw the sword out of his stomach, and it came out behind. Then Ehud went out to the porch, and shut the doors of the upper room behind him, and locked them. And when he had gone out, his servants came to look, and saw the doors of the roof room were locked. So they said, He is only covering his feet in the cool roof room. And they waited until they were ashamed, but saw he was not opening the doors of the upper room. So they took the key and opened them, and saw their Aduni fallen to the ground, dead. But while they were delaying, Ehud escaped and had passed beyond the stone images, and escaped to Sirah. And it came to be, when he arrived, that he blew the ram's horn in the mountains of Ephraim, and the children of Yisharal went down with him from the mountains, with him leading them. And he said to them, Follow me, for Yahuah has given your enemies the Moabites into your hand. And they went down after him, and took the fords of Yarden leading to Moab, and did not allow anyone to pass over. And they smote about 10,000 men of Moab at that time, all robust and brave men, and not a man escaped. And on that Yom Moab was humbled under the hand of Yisharal, and the land had rest for 80 years. And after him was Shamgar son of Anath, and he smote 600 men of the Philistine with an ox goad, and he too delivered Yisharal.